in this entire vlog. Normally when I'm vlogging, I have to make like a concentrated effort to make sure that I'm on camera. So that you didn't go the whole vlog and it was just like shots of what I was doing and you never saw my face, I decided I would just sort of do a cut-in of me narrating what exactly you are looking at. I'm sorry, y'all. I did not get ready for you guys today. Now, I have to say, look at how soft my hair is. I have to share my current hair regimen with you guys. Like I think maybe you can tell, first of all, it's light, it's fluffy. It is all pulled to one side because you guys know I don't have thick hair. But it definitely looks a lot fuller than it normally looks. So I have to share with you guys what I've been doing with my hair to achieve this kind of soft, full look, even though you guys know that I have super, super fine, low density hair. Let me just get into the vlog. Okay, so the first thing is Christian's birthday. Sadly, we were not able, what is going on here? Oh my gosh. Okay. So sadly, we were not able to celebrate Christian's birthday. Basically, everybody got sick. It started with, and I'm pretty sure this was COVID, even though I did get tested for COVID to go to the NAACP event, which I don't believe I shared any footage from the NAACP event. I don't even think I vlogged anything while I was at the event. Unless I vlogged it last vlog, which I don't think I did. But anyway, this is before we went to the NAACP fundraising event. Because as you guys know, Mr. does a lot of work with the local NAACP chapter. So nevertheless, there was a little girl in my eldest daughter, Elizabeth's middle school Sunday school classroom. So the Sunday schools are broken up into like K through 1, middle school, high school, you know, like I don't know what all the ones in between are, but you get the idea. And so this little girl had a cousin who tested positive for COVID, but she tested negative for COVID, right? And she came to Sunday school because she tested negative. So she tested negative and then she quarantined and then she came to Sunday school and then Elizabeth got sick. And then Isabella got sick, and then Christian got sick, and then I got sick, like 1 week apart. So all of us got sick like 1 week after the other. And unfortunately for Christian, his birthday fell in this period of everybody getting sick, except for Mr. Mr. didn't get sick. And, you know, we weren't dying or anything like that, but with people being sick in the house and with, you know, how everybody is because of COVID. And also, I just wouldn't take sick kids around other children anyway. I just hate when people have their sick children around other children. Like, can you just keep your sick kids at home? So we could not have Christian's party, which was a bummer because I had planned a whole party planning video for you guys. It was Minecraft themed. Like, we did really well. We had Minecraft piñatas. Like, I was very, very excited about the whole thing. But with everybody sick, like, it just wasn't happening. And we kept having to push back the date until it was about to not be his birthday anymore. And I didn't think it was fair to him to have to wait for everything. You know, and part of the party, fun of the party, especially when you see his gifts, was going to be getting those big gifts. He also was supposed to do laser tag. So like part of the party was at our house, Minecraft theme. And then we were going to all go to the laser tag place. The kids were going to play laser tag. And then everybody was going to go home from there. And so we didn't hold his party. I will share the cake with you. I'll insert a picture of the cake here. Editing Irene, insert the picture here. And outside of the cake that he had, which was not Minecraft theme, the cake was just a funny cake. I did let him have his gift. Outside of the cake, I did let him have his gifts on his actual birthday. And one gift that he got was laser tag. And I'm telling you that because I'm not going to show it to you. Only because showing you a laser tag set without footage of them playing laser tag is silly. But unfortunately, every time we've played laser tag, like we've been playing laser tag. And when I'm having fun with my family, picking up a camera and like vlogging that does not occur to me. You know that YouTube is a hobby for me, it's not a job for me. So a lot of times, like stopping to get the camera and make sure that the footage is pretty and all of that, like that's not in line with like fun. So I don't have footage of the laser tag set, but what I will do is I will commit to in the next vlog, because y'all have to see this laser tag set. Like, it's pretty awesome. The price point isn't bad for 4 people, 360 laser, which means they can be shot from like the front or the back, just like the laser tag place. It gets really nice. And so I want to be able to share that with you guys. It just won't be this vlog, but just know that he did get a laser tag set for his birthday because he couldn't go to laser tag because he was sick on his birthday. So the laser tag set wasn't a planned gift, but it's a gift that he got. The other thing he got, and I'll insert a clip here, is he got a full-size ATV, and this is a genuine ATV for children though, for his age group. So there's a bigger one, right, that like, you know, like let's say 8 to 13-year-olds could ride, or maybe, you know, I guess more like, you know, 12 to 15 or something like that. And then there's like adult size ones. So this is a genuine ATV for his age range. It doesn't go super fast, about 8 miles an hour, but it's fast to him when he's on it. So I'll insert the clips of that. So this was one of Christian's birthday presents, which was an ATV, but it's a child-size ATV. It's bigger than the things that your child would normally ride on, so it's bigger than like the little cars. What I loved is that it has suspension, like front and back suspension, which made me very, very happy. It wasn't terrible. It wasn't a nightmare to put together, but it was not necessarily easy. I would say it was kind of intermediate. Obviously, I'm definitely going to attach a link to this. The best price I found for this was through Walmart. I believe it was around $500. Yeah, I think it was around $500. I'm not sure, but like I said, I'll attach a link. So the wheels are pneumatic, obviously, and I literally had to flip this thing over, and it is heavy. It has real lights, you guys. That's something I was really impressed with. I don't have any footage of him driving it at night, but it has like real working headlights. It doesn't go super fast. It goes a little slower than like a motorcycle, like a child's motorcycle. Those tend to go like 14 miles an hour. This goes about 8 miles an hour, enough to hop a curb if you wanted to. Definitely, I would say if your child likes to hop curbs, get them helmets. I actually ordered a really great helmet to go along with this, but unfortunately, I received the wrong helmet, so I had to send it back. I didn't want to tell him he couldn't ride it though, so I did let him get out and ride it. As you can see, remember, Christian is 7. So when I say this is a bigger than like your standard child size, you know, stuff, it's bigger than your standard child size car. And on this day, I think is the first day that he took it out. And I actually took him over to a big grass field by an orchard that's near our house. And that was extremely nice. I think he really enjoyed that. You'll see that footage coming up here. It just has some basic things, like it has, you know, the gas, reverse, forward, all of that. And because it does hit curves, like it's an ATV, I did like the fact that it has that front and back suspension. Oh, these are the mountains by my house. I'm always telling you guys I live out by the mountains. So those are the view of the mountains that you can see like from my upstairs, when you're upstairs in my daughter's window, or like out in the front drive. So yeah, I took him out by this orchard. Those trees over there, it's actually an orchard. So I took him out by the orchard, let him get some driving done like in the grass. I wanted to show him like the purpose of an ATV is that you can get really rugged with it. And we've driven this everywhere. We've driven it out to the campsite near our house. I mean, you know, it's good for him to actually drive it places. And it has a rechargeable battery. I've never had it run out since he's had it of battery anywhere. So I just think that was a great gift. Also, the one gift that he really requested was a set of drums. That was like a gift that he really, really wanted. And so I did let his Nona get the drum set. So every year, Christian picks out what he wants. And his Nona will ask me because she doesn't know what to get. Like, what is he interested in now? What should I get? And I always let her pick the thing that he wants the most. And so this year, the thing that he wanted the most was the drum. So Nona was able to get him the drum set. And so I'm going to attach the footage of the drum set here. Okay, so another gift, and this one he personally requested, was a drum set. And so his Nona ended up getting him this gift. I always give her first dibs on the gifts. So if he tells me that he wants something, she always checks in with me and she asks. And this is his Nona on his father's side, obviously. My mother's passed away of cancer, but she always asks what he wants. And so whatever I know he wants the most, I will tell her that so she can always get him like his favorite gift, which is really sweet. So he wanted a drum set. And so this is the drum set. He had a lot of fun with this. You can see this is me. I stuck it in his room. I have to give you guys a tour of the whole house, but we'll save that for another time. So yes, he plays it. Yes, it's insane to have it inside the house. I haven't set up the play area out. I haven't set up the play area for them. That's like a whole project that I'll be vlogging, but I have not started it because I need to lay floors. So I will share with you the floors I use and all that. But for now, you can see this is a 4-piece drum set, and I think he really likes it. Look, he's coming in here while I'm doing the voiceover. Are you done eating? Okay, well, you want to say hi to the vlog?
Sure.
Do you like your drum set?
Yes.
Okay. Anyway, so going back to my cutaway, I will also link this if you are interested in this particular drum set. It's pretty good quality. And of course, I will attach everything that I can, a link to everything that I can attach down below in case you are interested in anything that you see that he got for his birthday. I really recommend that ATV. That and the laser tag set, those two are the business. But don't take my word on the laser tag set. I'll insert like a picture maybe of the laser tag set that we got, but you have to see it in action to like truly appreciate it. The next thing that we did was we went to Black Family Fun Day. So again, Mr. works with Black people. He's a professor as well, but you guys know that he works with Black people. So he runs the Rites of Passage program for our county for Black youth. He works with the NAACP. He heads the Black Student Union, like he's a faculty head of the Black Student Union. He has a mentoring agency for Black boys, as Blackity Black. And so one of his brothers, not like literal brothers, but like brother from another mother, was holding a Black Family Fun Day. And there were more than Black people there, but it was a wonderful event. There was like a DJ, there were, like fun stuff because it was for families, like pizza, sodas. My kids were thrilled because they don't get soda. So they were thrilled. We don't keep soda in the house. It's very rare that they get soda. So they were really excited about that. Some wonderful Black art, things like that. So I will insert some footage of. So as I was just saying, we also went to Black Family Fun Day. It was something that an associate of Mister's put on. There was also a shop that's owned by a Black man, and he had all of this art out. But then in the main room, they also put out a lot of Black art. There was a DJ. people there, not exclusively Black people, so like a variety of Black people. Refreshments were served. There was art for the kids to do, games. It was really well thought out. They had these really great t-shirts that said Future Black History on them for the children, which I thought was really, really cute. And it was just a wholesome day, really fun for the babies. I didn't film too much there just for privacy reasons, but I think everybody enjoyed themselves. Okay, so this next clip. So I am a very careful shopper. Like Mr. talks about how I am a bit of a shopaholic. Um, I would say that's not a really accurate description of me. I do shop a lot, but that's because I have a big family. So there's always something to buy for somebody. Especially when you have growing children, you know, like every season, every single year, you have to buy them stuff. But I'm actually super careful when I shop. So like if I give you guys a recommendation of something, it's because that thing is decent. And when I shop, I take my time. I hate to have buyer's remorse, and I will legitimately return things, right? I will. I'm the person that will definitely return something. So I was stocking this China set, and it was done in 24 karat gold by Montgomery Ward. I saw it on the Montgomery Ward website, and they were charging quite a bit of shipping for it. The price point for the set, though, was excellent. It came with platters, a tea set, like the full service. So I was really excited to get this. But it was sold out in the 24 karat gold. They only had it in the sterling silver. And then on Amazon, they had it, but they didn't have it with the sort of exorbitant shipping that Montgomery Ward was charging. So it was the same set. It was sold by Montgomery Ward, but for whatever reason on Amazon, they weren't charging a shipping fee. It was free shipping. So it was sold out in both places. I had been watching this set since last year. I found it. I looked at all the reviews. The reviews, like everybody was so in love with it. I still wasn't sure that I wanted it. And so I ummed, and I missed out on it, and it went out of stock, and then it went to pre-order. So in January, I started stalking the Montgomery Ward website to see if it had come back in stock, and the sterling silver set did in fact come back in stock. And then a couple weeks later, the gold set came back in stock prior to the end of February re-release date of the China set. So I bought it, and I was so psyched. I had been waiting a year to get this China set, and it arrived. And we'll just watch the footage. You guys, I was so looking forward to this dish set, this China set, but I think I'm going to be sending this back. Even though it's beautiful, you're probably looking at it and like, Irene, why would you send this back? But like, this is it. Really pretty, 24 karat gold. But so many of the pieces have flaws. The piece I was most excited about is the teapot. And you probably can't tell on camera, but it is, let me bring it to the light so you can see the luster of the gold. But the gold plate is just poorly done. It's really, really, really poorly done. And I want to try to not care, but I do care. Like, can you see this tiny little flaw right there? I do care. And then, like, you can see here something got caught under the glaze. Can you see that? Something got caught under the glaze. There's this platter, which at first, glance looks stunning, right? But if you look closer, there's a flaw on it. Let me see if I can find it. Show it, that flaw right there. Do you see that? And that's part of the gold plate. that was moved. Something touched it during manufacturing. And I was comparing it to my current tea set, this one right here, and just how perfect it is. Like, it's flawless, literally flawless, even on the seams around the handles. Whereas the handle seams on these are just poorly done. They don't wrap around the underside. This may not bother a lot of people. Everybody who bought these, they were highly reviewed. Like, people love them. They absolutely love the set. I don't. I'm so disappointed because I was so looking forward to them. I was so looking forward to this set, but I just personally, I don't like it. Like, I like the idea of it, but you know, when you're eating with things, they're very close. Do you see how the seam is, oh yeah, like this is missing. This one's really bad. It seems like the big pieces are worse. It seems like the big pieces are worse. Like, this is terrible. It's awful. It's a beautiful set though, and literally 99.9% of people that got this set were literally thrilled with it. So I'll attach it below. You may not be as picky as I am. Like, my family's like, it's beautiful. But my daughter Elizabeth, who's like my thought twin, she was able immediately to see some of the things that I saw. So it's beautiful. It has a beautiful luster. Like, honestly, the camera doesn't do the colors of the gold because it's full gold. It's just because of the way the light hits it. You can't always, you know, sometimes it looks like there are other colors, but it's just straight gold. And it's a great price for something that's 24 karat gold plated, but the plating is done so poorly, it almost doesn't even matter, you know, at least to me. I'm so upset about it because I really wanted the set. The platter is stunning. I could just see putting sandwiches on it. I don't know, I just can't. Honestly, I can't get over it, y'all. Like, I'm trying to make myself want it, but I just feel like I would personally be embarrassed to serve anybody from these. And that is unfortunate. You probably are like, you're crazy, nothing's wrong with these. I can see it. Tell me if you guys can see it. You guys may not be able to tell, but I can see it. This, oh, the top to this was another flaw. So the top has a flaw. Do you see it? Do you see that bump? And it's rough at that. It's an uncured bump at that. It's not even smooth and glossy. And they were willing to send me like another set, but I just feel like this is a manufacturing thing. Like, they were back ordered, and I feel like they were trying to produce them to meet the demand because I know that there was like a pre-order on them. And I feel like in the rush to get these out, because they were back ordered until the 22nd of this month, and they've come out early. And I feel like in the rush to get these out, that they rushed production, and you can't do that. It's such a shame because there are pieces I like, and if I could just only send back the pieces I hate and get those replaced with perfect pieces, I would. But I don't think it's worth sending this back and having them send me another one. Like, I strongly feel the next one will be equally awful. You know, equally poorly made. I don't want to say awful because I'm sure you guys are like, that is not awful. It's such a shame. I really wanted this set. I wanted it really badly. I stocked it. I waited for it to come back in stock, and it looks like it arrived early. It was supposed to arrive till next month. I just can't get over that. Look at that. That's horrible. it's horrible to me. It may not be horrible to you, which is why I'm going to attach the set, because you might look at this and be like, honestly, that's stunning. And the price point's really good for a 24 karat gold plate. But yeah, for me, it's not going to work. So that's disappointing. But I wanted to share it with you guys anyway. Let me see if I can't do a stack for you if you're really considering it. All right. See, when I see them like this, I'm like, I want to keep them, but I know that when I'm using them, I'll be bothered. Because it looks, doesn't it look, it looks beautiful when I sit it all down, right? But there's the types of flaws I feel like you notice when you're eating and you're like looking at the plate. But when I put it there, it, I feel like I'm not helping you guys understand why I'm sending it back when I do this. I think when I do this, you're like, what is wrong with it? Because it looks absolutely stunning like this. Like this. That looks stunning. Right? That looks beautiful. But I don't know. It's just not translating for me in person. Gosh, it looks so pretty though in pictures. And obviously there are bowls too, but I didn't take those out because once I took a few pieces out, I kind of knew it was a wrap for this set. Once I took a few pieces out, I knew I wasn't going to keep it. So anyway, but if you are looking for something like this, then for sure, and it has a stunning print. I love the print on it. That print is beautiful. I love the design, but yeah, it's not going to work. Okay, the next thing is something cheesy, and I got Mr. to do it with us. Mr. is such a good sport as far as like doing little cheesy family stuff with me because I really enjoy that. So we did a family bake-off, and our church held a family bake-off. Is basically chocolate chip cookies, and you could bring 2 secret ingredients. And we won 3rd place. But I'm going to insert the footage of the family bake-off. That was super fun. They're having another one, and I definitely want to go with the kids. So check this out. So this was the family bake-off. That's Elizabeth, our resident designer. We did s'mores, so all of the families basically did chocolate chip cookies, but you got to bring 2 secret ingredients. So we bought marshmallows and graham crackers, and we made some more chocolate chip cookies. We actually did win. I think it was 3rd place or something. So we did win, and we had like the s'mores coming out, like pouring out of the chocolate chips. So this was our design. So I was really happy. There were a lot of families there, but we won the 3rd place prize. Why am I so cheesy? I don't know, but this is what we won. We won like a little spatula. I let Bella have those tongs for her kitchen set, and Christian said that the green sprinkles were his. I actually use that tiny spatula a lot. That tiny spatula is useful for my little mini food processor. And of course, I probably will never use that oven mitt. I think I gave it to Bella for her kitchen set, but it was fun. The family bake-off was a lot of fun. They're having another one. I don't know when, but I know that our church says they're having another one, so I'm looking forward to that. Y'all have to do cheesy things with your family because I'm all about the cheese. Okay, let's move on. Okay, so the middle school pastor at our church, he is an amazing middle school pastor. He has such a heart for service. and just doing things for the community and other people. We've had so many opportunities to engage in service work with him because he's always planning something for the middle school class, and that's been such a blessing. He planned a flag football game for the middle school kids prior to Super Bowl Sunday. Now, I personally don't care about the Super Bowl, but Elizabeth really wanted to go watch the flag football game. She wasn't going to play, she was going to bring a book and watch. And if you guys remember from last summer, or if you've been following my channel for a while, you know that for my last birthday, one of the presents that my eldest son got me was a sun tent, because we do a lot of picnicking. Like, I'm a hardcore biker, hardcore picnicker. And so my eldest son bought me a sun tent. So we took our sun tent and we went over there with snacks, and we were going to just lay out in the grass inside the tent and just watch the football game. Except for Christian. Where there are other boys, Christian wants to be a part of things. So Christian insisted on playing flag football. And, you know, lo and behold, the boys are so good, they let him play, even though they were much bigger. There were middle school kids there, a couple of the high school boys were there, and Christian got on the field and he played flag football with them all. So let me insert the footage of that. Okay, so the middle school boys and high school boys were having a flag football game, and Elizabeth wanted to go. I don't know why Elizabeth wanted to go, honestly, but Christian wanted to play. Once we got there with our pop-up tent, you know how I have that sun tent? You guys might remember it from our picnics. We brought our sun tent, we brought some snacks, and we were going to lounge out, but Christian wanted to play. So all these big, giant boys, Christian was playing flag football with them. He was the only little kid, and he had so much fun. And we sat out there for the whole game. They had a trophy that played like dun, 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 for the winner. It was really silly. But this was like a lazy Sunday evening. Now, like I said, Mr. does a lot of work with Black people in the community. Like, that's the heart of the work that he does. Even the classes that he teaches, not all of them, but 2 or 3 of the classes that he teaches are focused on Black studies, racial equality, you know, Black male studies, things like that. So he also throws a lot of events. So whereas my hobby is YouTube, Mr's job is bringing Black speakers. So he does a lot of work with Black politicians, Black academics, Black writers, Black activists, things like that. And so recently he flew out somebody to go, I'm not going to mention the man's name, but he flew out somebody to speak at one of his events. And he wanted to do a reception here at the house. Now, you guys know I just moved into this house. It's not fully set up. I haven't even given you guys a tour of the house yet. And I'm also like a person that is more, I'm more a person that's good with like small groups of people. So because I'm very introverted, I personally prefer, you know, 2 people, maybe 4. But this was for 12 people, and it was a reception, and I made everything from scratch. First of all, it was a hit. I gotta tell you guys, it was a hit. The locals that were here, like his colleagues that were local that were here, were like, nobody's ever gonna invite you to their house because it was just that nice. So I'm glad that it turned out nice overall, but it was very stressful. So let me go and, in fact, I don't know if I mentioned this in the clip, I didn't even finish with all of the preparations for the reception until like 10 minutes before the first person arrived. And one of his colleagues lives like a couple blocks away from here, and he told her and her husband to come on over. And I'm like, why would you do that? Like, they should have come when everybody else came, because that meant like they arrived and I was attempting to get ready. Never again. If for a small group, I don't mind doing all the cooking, but for a large group, never again will I be doing every single sauce, every single everything from scratch. Like, that is something I will most likely have catered. Anyway, I did it though. So let me insert the footage. So I wanted to share my party planning with you. So what I've done basically is I made like a big list of all the stuff I needed, like all my recipes and all the stuff I needed for the side. So I wanted to share with you what I'm making. I made, because this is actually after the parties happened, I made a white bean dip. So these are cannelli beans, and I've just been sifting through them because some of them still had the husk on, and I am making a white bean dip, so I wanted to make sure I get those husks off because they are very tough. And it looks like we're good. I've been sifting through them for, I don't know. I've been sifting through them for a minute, and now I think we have the husks off, so I'm going to continue. And my intention was to do these toast cups, but it just got too much to do the toast cups. I didn't choose the cucumber because with the moisture and with them sitting for hors d'oeuvres, it could get slidey, so I didn't want that. I ended up baking a bread. You'll see me baking it probably around here. Okay, so this is my next bread. It's my quick bread that I normally do for dinner. I was going to do an Amish white, but I decided to do the quick bread instead. I thought it would be sufficient. This dough is a little bit firmer than I normally want. In fact, this dough is firmer than my French bread dough, which could or could not be a problem. But I'm going to use this bread either to make toast cups or to make spoons, or, you know, some sort of catch-all for my pate. Voiceover Irene here. I actually did not use this for my pate. I ended up using the French bread I made for the pate, and I used this for my white bean dip, which worked out better based on the flavors. I'm going to get this on the rise. A sweet bread to go with that. And then the next thing that I made, page 64, I even have all the pages. So like the mushroom pate, and then I have page 64, so I know what page it's on. So I did the mushroom pate. There's a little bit of butter and olive oil in this. You have to love how beautiful these shiitake mushrooms are. So, let me get those started. And then, over here I have my other mushrooms, just soaking my dried ones. Kind of soaking a bit. Really exciting. And I actually served this in white bowls. I'll show it to you with a French bread. So I did a homemade French bread. So the first dough that I've made is a beautiful French bread dough. It's nice and firm. It's so soft. It's been well kneaded, and I'm going to throw it back into the bowl I prepared it in. And I'm going to cover that, leave it to rise, and then my milk and butter mixture for the sweet bread is not quite done, so I will get to that in a minute. I did only 2 types of bread. I did a sweet bread and then I did a French bread. So I did this mushroom pate. And then the next ones were blini with caviar, and that's here. So this is exactly what it looks like. This is exactly what I made. Just like spot on. I didn't care for this blini recipe. If I'm honest, it called for buckwheat, and I did do it true to the recipe, but I made it. Actually, I made the batter, or maybe my daughter made the batter. I'm not sure. I think I made the batter and then my daughter did the actual cooking of the blinis, but we did have caviar. You'll actually see that in a minute as well. And then the next thing that I made was tuna tartare. Right here, I made some tuna tartare and with lemon and tarragon. That's the recipe. I'll share this recipe book with you in case you want it. And then I made 2 types of skewers, which can be found on page 99, thankfully, because I put my little, you know, things there. So I made these chicken skewers with a peanut dipping sauce. And in addition to the chicken ones, I also did the lamb skewers with yogurt dipping sauce. And my daughter Elizabeth actually made the dipping sauce and marinade, or the dipping sauce for the lamb skewers. And she made the marinade and the sauce for the chicken skewers with peanut sauce. And then I also served fruit tartlets, chocolate mousse with chocolate spoons, and I did small vanilla cakes. And then I'm going to, oh, one other thing that I have done, and I'll link both of these books down below if I didn't say that already. I'm actually not using this book today, even though I love it. It's a book that I tend to write my favorite recipes in. And then also I'm doing a vanilla cake. So, well, not a whole cake. I'm actually doing little mini cakes. So this is like my hand, like one of my fingers. So it's 2 inches by 2 inches, cubed. So yeah, it's like a perfect cube. So I'm going to be doing some vanilla cakes. Some will be lemon, strawberry, I don't know. Like I might put a little piece of fruit in the center. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. But nevertheless, I'm going to do tiny little vanilla cakes. So I took out the butter, the milk, and the eggs so that they could all get to room temperature, because it's better to bake with room temperature items. And I just covered up the milk because you never know, anything could happen. You know, I don't want dust falling in it and all of this, that kind of thing. So anyway, I'm going to continue on prepping. And then I served cucumber water, lavender lemonade, and bellinis, white peach bellinis. But I will insert all that footage here so that you can see it. And if you are interested in, I think I showed this, but if you're interested in the book, it is Hors d'oeuvres Made Easy with Step-by-Step Photos by William Sonoma. And I will be sure to include a link for this. Okay, so we may or may not have spoken about the menu. I'm going to say we may have because I'm editing, so I can do whatever I want. But I wanted to show you things that you may not already have in your home that are going into the preparation of this particular menu. And then there's a couple other things like olive oil, onions, garlic, fresh garlic, things that, you know, are not on this table because those are things I normally would have in the house. So we mostly just eat lamb at Passover, but I have my lamb kebabs, and so the meats I have are lamb, and of course I'm going to just be using the meat from this. Some wild ahi tuna, and then chicken breast, and those are the only meats. We have some varieties of mushrooms here. They're just so beautiful, and I love mushrooms for the mushroom pate, including these dried porcini mushrooms, and then obviously leek, 2 types of parsley. So we have this Italian parsley, which has the flat leaves, and then we have this curly parsley, which is actually replacing a type of parsley I could not find, but the type of parsley that I needed for the recipe, if you get the cookbook that I'm using, the hors d'oeuvre cookbook that I'm using, you can replace that with curly parsley, which is what I did. Some coarse ground Dijon mustard, some mascarpone, some creme fraiche, cream cheese, whipped cream cheese, and I need to make a chicken stock. I'm not going to make it from scratch, so I'm going to just use some bouillon, some plain Greek yogurt, organic milk, some whipped cream, RBST free or RBGH free, peanut oil, rice vinegar, and then something that many of you may not have used before is some champagne vinegar. Both really good. Some bay leaves. I was out of those. I have way more shallots than this. I just wasn't going to pile all these shallots on the table. And then we have tarragon, mint, dill, and then we have some chives, a couple of English cucumbers, some great northern beans for my white bean dip, a little bit of sour cream. I think I might have pointed that out. Buckwheat flour and some pastry flour. Both of these are for the panini. I think that's what they're called. Both of these are for the panini, the little cakes that go with the creme fraiche and the, why can't I think? I'm so tired, you guys. It's literally happening tomorrow. I'm exhausted. The creme fraiche, the panini, and it's not a panini. I can't think right now. Oh, and the, think Irene, caviar. Oh my gosh. And the caviar is not on the table. Let me grab that as well. So then obviously we also have the caviar as well. I actually don't use white sugar, so I did have to buy some. And then for the, I cannot think today. For the, you'll hear Christian getting very excited about his game. For the tartlets, these three fruits, so kiwi, blackberries, and strawberries. Yeah. And I have a lot more to buy, but I mean, not to buy. I'm so tired. To put away. So I'm going to do that because I did do some general grocery shopping, but these are kind of the ingredients that may not already be sitting around your house. Not to say you guys don't use these ingredients, just they may not be in your regular monthly rotation, if you know what I mean. So this is the cookbook that I'll be using, and something I didn't show you yesterday is also I'm making lavender lemonade as one of the drinks. I kept saying Bellini yesterday. I think it is. But anyway, I'm making lavender lemonade, and so I didn't show you that I had lavender flowers because I forgot to. This is the cookbook that I'll be using, and I'm going to get started because I have some breads that need to be baked, Amish white and a French bread, and so I'm going to get those started and also get my cakes started so that they are cooled. I want to get all the baking out the way. I also have a pastry crust to make. So, and that's going to be so that we can make all of the recipes that are in here. I'm also going to get my white beans on for my white bean dip. I have vegetarians and non-vegetarians here. So I'm going to get some of the things that take longer to cook and that need to chill done first, along with my breads and baking. Okay, and so this is how everything came out. I literally finished like 10 minutes before people started arriving, and I wasn't even dressed, so I didn't get pictures, but look at how pretty my tarts are. That's how I serve the white bean dip. Liz did put some multicolored heirloom tomatoes on top. But this is everything that I said I was going to make. I did make it all. You'll notice that my chocolate mousse actually had chocolate spoons in it. That's my white peach bellinis. This is my lavender lemonade, which strangely wasn't lavender colored. Just plates, cucumber water, the napkins. So since I was running around like a chicken with my head cut off, we'll just loop that same footage again. I love, again, the chocolate spoons. That was a real conversation piece. I've been holding on to those for something just like this. Oh, every time I see those tarts, I'm happy. But it all came out wonderfully. Never again. I made every sauce, every bread, everything from scratch, and it murdered me. Like I literally was dead on the floor. Luckily, my daughters know how to cook, so they were a great help. But let's move on with the vlog. Okay. In addition, I kind of went crazy with these felt pads. You guys know that I have these beautiful wood floors, and you guys, as you can tell, I love wood. Almost everything in my house is made of wood. I just like a very warm environment. If you look in my vlogs, I hope it has like a very warm feel when it's around my house because I like warmth. That also comes with some problems. And I needed to put felt on basically, in my mind, everything, which is what I did. And this is like a weird segment of the vlog, but honestly, you guys, get these felt pads. I will attach them below. I was in love with these felt pads. I didn't even know how many things I needed to put felt on until I bought this package of felt pads. So go ahead and check that out. Okay guys, we're in the middle of a project. So we have these very messy, thanks to Christian. He's having a field day here. But we have these beautiful wood floors in the house. Christian's making something. He wants to share it with you guys. And this is Christian's trash that he's also making. But anyway, we have these beautiful wood floors in the house. And so I got this 357 piece like felt set. And it comes with all these different size felts. It has like teeny tiny ones, strips, circles, squares, boards that can be cut down, just a variety, like a ton of different sizes of felts. And so we've done felt on these chairs here. And then the girls are in, did you guys do felt on all these already? Oh, tip one over so I can show. And I did have to cut the square ones down ever so slightly, but we also put felt on these chairs. So now the chairs are not harming the floor. And I think another project that I'm about to do is, oh wait, our coasters aren't in here anymore. Our coasters, you know when you wash them and things, the felt gets a little sketch. So I think also for like our coasters where there were like little pieces, I'm going to reapply them. So this felt came in handy. I don't know. I can think like right now, I'm thinking of all the stuff that I can use this felt for. And we're about to go to town.
Actually closer to the size.
The girls are on the job. They are. We're putting them everywhere. These were kind of jelly ones. I don't mind using the felt though, because we just wipe the coasters down. It's rare that we submerge them in water. So, yay. Very happy with this. We're literally using so much of the pack. I'll leave these linked down below. These were a good buy. So you can see they're going to town. Now, I need some big, although they do have this big, if I wanted to replace the big felt, technically I could. because this is felt.
Okay, yeah.
Well, we don't have to do that one, I don't think. Bella's not only braided her own hair, she's...
Hey.
Okay, so what happened to the box, Liz? Oh gosh.
I don't know.
Somebody stole the box, y'all. I can't even put these back in the box. So that ends our felt thing. Our felt activities, I should say. I really liked.
It's not in the trash, which means it's attached.
Christian, did you take the box?
The box?
Yeah, and can you guys take the boxes? When I put boxes in the laundry room, bring that back. Wow, Christian stole the box. Anyway, so we used a ton of these. We used almost 4 complete of these. We used 3 packs of the square ones. We used several of these round ones to fix some of the slate coasters. And I'm going to put the rest of these up because I guarantee, not just for chairs or coasters, but if you have, I have a ton of wood. You guys have seen parts of the house. You guys know almost all my furniture is wood. So I can think of a million uses for these. So they're really thick. You can see the thickness on those is pretty outstanding. Nice thick felt. They stuck on pretty good. I'll give you guys an update if they are coming off or not, but off top, I low-key want to buy a whole nother pack just to have an extra pack. In the event, like down the road, that I want to change them out, I don't have to try to figure out which ones I bought. Although I could just look back at this video, but I'm going to attach these down below because I honestly think that this was an excellent buy. I've been meaning to buy them, and finally Mr. was like, look, you need to buy. Like, his heart was going in his chest every time somebody moved a chair. And even if you have tile floors, you know, or if you have these already on your chairs, but they have been, you know, they come off with time and use. So I'm really happy with these, and I'm happy with all the sizes because it wasn't difficult at all to do the sizing. So I'm really happy with that. Yeah, I'm gonna put these away. I just thought that was a quick, fun little project. Hey, you guys, we're going crazy. So I'm taking these little ones and I'm replacing, like, see how one's missing? I'm replacing these with the little ones. I already did this one and I like it. I like how they're really thick. I like how these are really thick, so it elevates everything really nicely. It's great. So I'm just like removing the thingamabobble like this. Editing Irene here, and can I just say, is it weird how completely into these felt things I am? When I tell you I was felting everything in my house, I was felting everything in my house, y'all. I was obsessed with these little felt things, like literally obsessed. I'm still obsessed. I literally just pulled this box out. This was filmed like a month or 2 ago. I just pulled this box out like a day or 2 ago because that is how in love with these felt things I am. I could kind of stick a finger under there. Just makes it look a little bit nicer. I'm doing this to everything. I'm going crazy. Look, we even did it. Let me take you out here. Editing Irene again. So yes, I did stick them under my marble chessboard. Yes, I did. I admit it.
But I have and here's how it all.
This is what I'm dealing with. These are a small pile of... You're gonna popcorn your way out of my fridge. There go the girls. wrong with you? And then there's a little short clip of Mr. and I at dinner. I love this restaurant. They had a really good, it was like a ginger infused simple syrup. I think it was like a rum. Yeah, it was probably like rum or bourbon drink. Oh my gosh, so good, so good. But unfortunately, I was so busy enjoying myself with Mr. that I forgot to vlog most of it, but I did get some footage. So just excuse the badness of the footage and know that at some point I did think of you guys and I started vlogging. So let me go ahead and include that footage. You guys, I will never be a professional vlogger because I get so caught up in like what I'm doing that I forget to vlog. So Mr. and I went out to dinner. We do this often, but I really like this place. They had this drink made with ginger infused simple syrup. Oh my goodness, I love ginger. It was kind of like a hot toddy, but like way, way better. Like rum, oh, I don't know, it was so good. But when I tell you that I forgot, oh, I'm showing off his cufflinks. Did I show you guys when I got him those cufflinks? Probably not. Anyway, so I loved this place. I want to go back. It was our first time going. You know, we're still exploring places in the area of where our new house is. So that was good. I literally started eating and then I was like, oh, well, let me vlog it. And I'd already started like chomping into my lamb. So that's why you guys saw a demolished lamb chop. But yeah, it was so good. I wish I would have filmed everything, but I get so caught up in the moment. So in the most awkward twist anyway about being caught up in the moment, I started eating and I was trying to vlog and then I was like, oh, I can check my face and see if I have anything on my face. Just weird stuff. So anyway, I don't see how vlogs can be genuine because when you're really living life, like you can't vlog everything. There's so many things that happen and I wish I would have vlogged them, but oh, my chest is sparkly, okay? But I don't vlog them. Anyway, that dessert was delicious and I was obviously filling myself. You guys may or may not know, but I don't think you know because I know I didn't use the footage in any vlog, but I purchased a Simple Human trash can about a year ago. It's a touchless trash can, and I really love touchless trash cans. Like I was already sold on that many years ago. But this one you can talk to, which is even better. So you can say like open can and things like that. And I actually it comes with a 5-year warranty, and I've already had to use the warranty. So yeah, I've already used the warranty. So here's a little footage of kind of the lost footage. You'll know it's the lost footage because you'll see my stained concrete floor from my townhome, but also the most recent footage of me finally like using that warranty, which I appreciated because the voice activation stopped working, but I'm not going to get into it. Just watch the footage. You'll see what I mean. So I actually don't know if I mentioned this in my last vlog, but before we got to the new house, and you can tell this is my old house because of the raw stained concrete floors in the living room, I love these like touchless trash cans. And so I bought, the first time I found a touchless trash can, because if there's two things I hate, it's toilets and trash cans. Like I hate them both. I wish that there were no such thing as toilets and there were no such things as trash cans and there was no use for them. Ooh, love my toenail polish. I've literally not gotten my toes painted since we moved into the new house. So my resolution next month is to throw myself together for real, right? But anyway, so nevertheless, I bought this trash can by Simple Human and I love it. I will link it down below. I got the big boy. I think the only one bigger than this is the one that has trash and recycling together. I really loved it because it addressed so many things that I hate about trash cans. So number one, I've had touchless trash cans before, but they don't last. So I just decided to spend some more money and just buy a nicer touchless trash can because I was paying $150 $100 a pop, which is not much. This trash can is around 200. Wait, is it black? Hold on. Okay. I'm like, what happened to the video? Because I'm trying to do a voiceover. Oh, is this upside down? What's happening? Oh, I must be standing over it? I'm so confused right now. Anyway, we're upside down. So I bought this Simple Human trash can. What I like about it is, number one, you can talk to it. So you can say open can, and that's really useful. Let's say if you have something in your hand and it's drippy or something like that, you don't have to wave over the trash can with like this messy stuff to get it to open. You can just talk to it and say open can and it will open. And then I bought all the liners. These liners are still lasting me. I think I've had this trash can about a year. It has a 5-year warranty. We'll get to the warranty in a minute because I've already used the warranty. And so I just bought a big box of liners. I need to buy another. All of these liners in here, I feel like they were like around $100. I might have had a coupon, but they're 100-ish, 100, 120, something like that. 20 bags per. They're really, really nice trash bags. Some of the nicest I've ever used. And each package fits in the back of the trash can. So that's one thing I really liked, is that for this particular trash can, when you come to the back of the can, you have the benefit of not having to go anywhere to get a trash can. You take your trash bag out and you just pull it out and then put it back in there. Now, it came with a 5-year warranty, which I was really excited about because, like I said, my luck with these types of trash cans is not the best ever. So the 5-year warranty, I was like, sold, right? I will take a 5-year warranty. Now, this warranty so far is actually pretty decent because I have had to use this warranty and it has come in handy. I'll get to that in a minute because I actually am showing this old footage for a reason. One, I never included it, and two, it actually became super, super relevant. But I'll get into that in just a second. Okay, a few concerns for me with this trash can was that first of all, it didn't come perfect, as you can see, but that's okay. I didn't make a big deal over that. But also, it has a lot of crevices. And in a few minutes, maybe a couple minutes, you'll see why these crevices actually turned out to be very problematic for me. I was a little nervous about them and like the cleanliness factor. Like I said, I'm weird about trash cans. I wasn't happy that it didn't come perfect, but I am happy with Simple Human's service. Anyway, a demonstration of us talking to the can. Let's get into that.
Open down.
So
Open
cool.
can.
You have to back away or it could be your body. Open can. Close can.
Open can.
Hello can.
Close can.
That's hilarious.
Hello can. Open can.
Close can.
Close can. Close. Open can. No, stay closed.
Okay, calm down,
Stay
Christian.
closed. Open can.
All right, let me give a civilized
Open can.
demonstration of this.
Open can.
Open can.
Close can.
Stop.
That's really cool.
Open can. Close can. Good boy. No. And then, of course, it has the actual motion sensor. I'm curious. Close can. I'm curious how well the motion sensor works. So up here, it won't. Okay. But I like talking to it more, even than waving my hand, honestly. I'm walking in. I have some trash. Open can. Now, you guys should not get trash all over my trash can now.
Yeah, you could say open can.
Luckily, because I have crazy children, this has a 5-year warranty.
This is exactly the same kind of
Man, flashing back to 1 year ago, Irene, when I originally bought this trash can, it was like this lost footage was meant to be lost because I knew my kids are crazy. And I've had to rebuy so many of these touchless trash cans, and it has been such a problem. And so, lo and behold, we get to the new house, and my voice activation on the can stops working. And there's like a way to reset it and all this, and it couldn't be done. So finally, this package arrives from Simple Human. Now we're at the new house. Fast forward 1 year. And yes, there is a warranty, but unfortunately you have to make the repairs yourself. So they sent me, I didn't know what was in this box, but what it ultimately ended up being was like a new head for the trash can. And yes, in fact, the trash can is working properly now. But remember when I was saying I had a fear of like the nooks and the crannies and the crevices of the can and like what could get in there? Suffice it to say, things can get in there. And I learned that the hard way. Oh my gosh, I feel sick. Even having to go back to this footage, it's shameful. Isn't this shameful? But this is like the reality of the can. So luckily I vacuumed it out. I feel like once a year, I'm just gonna want a new replacement head just so I can be forced to open this up and clean. Oh, I can't even look at this. Like, I feel bad showing it to you guys. I'm so sorry. I'm really not using you guys as guinea pigs, but I'm so disgusted. But yes, I like disinfected it. I cleaned that area out. And I replaced the top to the trash can, but I still love it. It's a great wide mouth can. All right, now something that one of you requested of me was if I could do a pantry tour. And I don't think that my pantry is like all that exciting, but it happened that because remember earlier I was telling you how we all got sick, like week to week, back to back to back like that. I actually had my pantry in disarray. If I'm not the one that's personally like in the kitchen doing everything, things get out of control. So I did the pantry tour. And so here's that footage. As it's chaos, I have to fix that because the voice control is not working and they sent me a replacement part. I've been shopping and I've only put away most of the freezer stuff correctly. So my freezer is chocked, literally stuffed with stuff. I have those, and then our meat drawer, which actually is not completely full yet because sorry, we're all sick. Well, Mister's not sick, but Liz started getting sick, then then Christian got sick, then Bella got sick. Now I'm getting sick. Mister just left home today, so maybe he'll be okay. I still have some meats to put in there. This is like literally the only space that I have left in my freezer. And then my fridge, last night, I just sort of shoved, I know this is disgraceful, you guys. I sort of just shoved everything in my fridge because I was like, I'll take care of it later. And then you guys were, you guys were asking for this, but a pantry tour, but my pantry's trashed. I'm in the process of putting things away. My pantry normally does not look like this, but everything's just fallen apart with everybody being sick. So, and me shopping. So let's see. This is the before. Oh my gosh, it's so sad. My freezer's done. I need to do my fridge. So let's see. Can I get my kitchen together? I think I can. Okay. I feel awkward showing this because I feel like, I don't know. But literally one of you asked me. So on the top shelf, remember I had 1 ton of flour? Well, I gave a bunch to my son. So that's just about 100 pounds of flour up there, and then copious amounts of wheat flour here. And this on my, if you're looking like at all this, it's cloves, ground cloves, because this is whole wheat flour and it will get weevils. And so to help prevent the spread of weevils, I have some clove chunks and some ground clove, and I just refresh it. And then I have lots and lots of paper towels because we use a lot of that. And And then you see we don't do a lot of vegetables for the most part. But even though I make pasta sauce, which are what all these cans are for, like in the back behind all the rest are really big cans of crushed tomatoes. If my daughter needs to make pasta, if I just don't feel like making pasta sauce, or if I just want to zhuzh it up, because I'll zhuzh that up, I'll get pasta sauce. All of this is more like more crushed tomatoes. Like behind here is just more like tomato puree and stuff like that. Because we cook a lot of meals that use tomatoes. And then Mr. is an official Blaxican. So what you can't see behind the refried beans, which, when do we have to use these? Let me look at this. Oh yeah, this is something we have to use too. All right, we have to use the refried beans, but behind there are black beans. We have tons and tons and tons and tons of black beans. Behind here really are mostly garbanzo beans to make hummus. These are the only two that are not garbanzo beans. Lots of tuna fish. We love tuna fish, salmon, and the only canned vegetable we have are green beans. I don't buy a lot of canned vegetables. And actually, we have these black beans for the same reason, because we have dried black beans, and then we have black beans back there as well. I think that's 2, 4, 6, so about 8 pounds of dry black beans. But sometimes you're in a rush, and it's just easier to use canned black beans. And all of these cans of things, oh, well, let me go. Well, yeah, all of these cans of things down here, so that's like a couple shelves down, are things that need to be, like, everything right here are all things that I need to use in the next month or two. So believe it or not, because, like, for example, this expires in September of this year. These are actually expired. These expired October 7th, 2021. I'm wondering, I mean, it's best if used by, so I'm going to crack one open, and I'll probably try to make a bunch of stuff because I have tons of those green beans. And then these, I thought this was really weird. These expire October 24th. That's crazy, right? And then these expire August 18th. So these expire relatively soon for beans. Same thing with those back there. I don't know if they expire soon or if I just, yeah, I think they all expire like this year. So I'm just gonna, those are on the list for me to do stuff. Same thing with the minced garlic. I pre-bought it, but I need to use it. Let's see. And then copious amounts of oil. Canola oil is not the best for you. I want to switch to cold pressed peanut oil, but that would be like $100 a month for the amount of oil that we go through, and I just have to really $100 a month just for the oil to bake and stuff. And then we have honey, orange blossom because we've been a little sick, and then extra honey in the back, but we use it until it's completely gone. And then olive oil, and then extra olive oil in the back, and just like refill stuff to refill some of my like apothecary jars. And then walnuts, pasta. Again, I do hand make pasta. That's what you guys saw me making in the last video, but sometimes you don't want to hand make pasta, and these are great for mac and cheese, and I never hand make my mac and cheese pasta. This is what I like, and then Mr. likes these. This is Mr. You know where Mr.'s been, okay? So this is Mr. What else is Mr.? This is Mr. I don't allow the kids to eat flake cereal. I'm trying to get Mr. to stop doing it. That is Mr. And this pancake mix is Mr. I told him I could mix him pancake mix and he would just have to add eggs and oil and liquid to it, water or milk, but nope, he wants that one. So he uses it. So yeah, this is basically, I don't know how deep I need to go with this, but this is basically it in the pantry. And then of course I have the Vitamix. I moved it. I kind of moved everything around. This is not how the pantry originally was. So I kind of, okay, yeah, I was like, let me back up because it feels like I'm super close. So this is the pantry. I didn't go to the bottom shelf because down here I just have copious amounts of salt, because I'm going to be honest with you. I think if everything hits the fan, I can sell salt because salt is like money. Various types of vinegar, things I don't use all the time, and then like refills for stuff, like I think there's ranch dressing and stuff. Yeast, because I do a lot of yeast, huge amounts of like baking powder and all that. And yes, I'll buy baking powder from everywhere. This one's from Walmart. I'll buy baking powder from anywhere when I'm stocking my pantry. I prefer to buy the big ones, but hey, it all rises. My Vitamix we use almost every day. But yeah, so that is the pantry. It is not full of baskets and crap. I don't think baskets are particularly sanitary in a kitchen. I know a lot of people put baskets and metal or woven baskets in their pantry. All I can think about is, how do you ever really properly clean that? You know what I'm saying? With a toothbrush? Because you know where I don't know, the person in me that hates filth cannot understand the use of baskets in a place with sticky, dusty, you know, crummy food. So anyway, that is it. It's all done. We have a little empty space we need to find. Go out and buy some paper goods to put there. And I'm going to move on to my next little project. You can see 2 of my KitchenAid mixers are down there. I sent the 3rd one with my son. I had a black one as well. So yeah, I'm very happy. This is satisfying to me. This is a working pantry. Like, I cook almost everything from scratch, you guys. So this is a working pantry. Oh, instead of this, which is what Mr. likes, I do get the kids granola. I can make granola, but since I volunteer now, these past few years, I haven't had the time. I'm gonna have to cut back probably on my volunteer work next year, just a little bit, just so that I can have more time to do the things I enjoy doing around the house, if that makes sense. But anyway, so that's the pantry. I'll show you the fridge once that's accomplished, but it's like 1 in the morning. Yeah. And so the fridge might wait till tomorrow. Oh yeah, I forgot to show you guys the fridge. So yes, I'm very happy with my freezer. Is super full. The freezer is a bit of a, like, I can't get it open. Oh no. I can't get it open, but it's so full. So any case, yes, I'm very happy with this as well. Does anybody else have one of these? Honestly, this rack and all of the like ironwork around the house, this rack is probably second only to the ironwork, my favorite thing around in this house, because every time I open this, although this is facing the wrong way, but every time I open this, it is so satisfying. You guys, I'm so satisfied every time I open it. Although obviously my family members never face the bottles back the right way, but we love them anyway. But oh, I just love this rack. It makes me so happy. I had to share that with you guys. I'm ashamed to admit this, but I literally bleached the heck out of my silk pillowcase and it disintegrated. It completely disintegrated into nothing, and I had to buy another one. That pillowcase was from Lily Silk. It was an envelope style pillowcase. The new one that I have is like a zip up pillowcase. I almost didn't rebuy from them because that last one didn't hold up well. This one's holding up much better, and I like the design a little bit better. I think 19 Mame is just not the most durable weight of silk possible. However, our fiber thread count, or however you want to consider it. However, I'm happy with this pillowcase so far, and I've washed it a few times and I've used it. Mr. has doubled down with my pillows. Y'all know I have like 8,000 pillows on my bed, literally, but check out the clip. You guys, I had to get a new pillowcase. I literally probably need to buy another one, like just so I have two, because I only buy one at a time and then I just hand wash it every few days. But I feel like I would get lazy about washing them if I had two, and I won't sleep on two because I use one of my, you know what? Actually, I think I'll buy myself a third pillow. Wait, why is this so close? Hold on. What on earth? There we go. All right, so anyway, I had to buy myself another pillowcase. I actually think I'm going to get, I like this design. I think I'm going to get one more and buy myself a third pillow. Y'all know I have so many pillows on my bed. I really don't need more pillows. There's already 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 pillows on my bed. So if I buy myself another pillow, then Mr.'s going to want a pillow. And then that's going to be 2 more pillows on the bed. And then my bed's going to be made down to like the bottom of the bed with pillows. But anyway, Lily Silk, their pillows, cases, their pillowcases. And I like this particular color because it goes well with my bedding. So now my hair, since we moved in this house, I have not had a silk pillowcase. So my hair is going to thank me for having one again. And they changed the design, or this is a different design than I got. It's it zips. This actually, I slept on it last night. I can feel this because I'm a person that like smushes my pillow up. Also, this was supposed to be a queen size, but this seems very like standard size to me. So I'm glad I got the queen size. Anyway, I will link this pillowcase below because I think for 35 bucks, this was a steal. And I don't like to buy random pillowcases. I feel like Lily Silk, you know for sure that it's 100% mulberry silk. Like, they're a reputable company. But there are some silk pillowcases where they're just charging too much. And this is like, I think 19 Mommy, which I think is fine for a pillowcase. So there goes my rant. Love it. Feels wonderful. I'm happy with it. It feels better made than the last one I had. So I'm happy with this design over like the pocket design ones that they have. Just FYI, if you need to save your hair, ladies, just click the link that I put in the description box and get yourself a $35 19 Mame mulberry silk pillowcase. Better than satin, because satin is often polyester. And even though it's kind of slippery and stuff, for some reason, I just think silk is better. So this is really the end of my rant. Rant complete. And last but not least in this is a concert. So one of Mr.'s, I think one of his former students threw a concert. And so we went out of our way to attend that concert. I think it was pretty good. I think the young man did a great job. And so I'm going to throw in some footage of the very talented artists that we saw at this concert.
I never say the things that I mean in my chest, 'cause if I do, you gonna leave just like the rest. If you know about tomorrow, take all these songs.
away. Ain't life so uncertain, don't know what to say. We go away, 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 away. My soul has been hurting, I don't want to stay. I pimp my position, my team on a mission. Subtract me, no digits.
I got the wildest dreams of rebels and kings. Incredible odds are better than one to circle the sun and set it and better with fiend. Drug to the rocks to chase them victim revenue streams. My family's familiar with cross but they ain't cut to the nut and the cream. The funniest things, but the first 2 of my years unable to scream. Cause I was born wrapped in ancient pain, the kind that needed to clean. We went from saving farms to Reaganomics, head of a swing. A different world, but same was target, vexed and embellished with rings. Niggas, never, niggas, clever. Needles, turn to Ninos. Ever. Brown girl with a thin skin. They said I'd never make it this far. That was the devil, baby, this God. I wanna have his famous this star. Brown girl with a thin skin. They said I'd never make it this far. That was the devil, baby, this God. I wanna have his famous this star. Look at me now, 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 now, yeah, yeah.